welcome once again to the Agents of Calamity podcast.
Yeah, we're without saying this.
Even though he never helps us anyway, so.
Our figuring out the sounds.
I am Flash Attack Jack, aka Crypto Creep, aka Dr. Death. You can find me on Instagram at AOC_operatives. You can find me on Facebook. Join the Agents of Calamity Facebook group today.
Hey, and I'm Chef Frank Juan. Yeah, your dark-skinned brother from another mother, 4,700 miles away in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Filipino son. Find me at Frank Juan 570 on Instagram, sporting my Redskins jersey.
Woo! Woo! That's a mighty piece of racist armor you have on there, my friend.
That's what happens when you surround yourself with racists. You need this armor to protect yourself. I'm the commander now.
You're the commander?
Commander.
Of what? Racism?
I guess so, man. According to certain folk.
Oh, wait. Fucking, that's the team they changed the name of the Redskins to, is the Commanders.
Yeah.
Who the fuck decided that?
White people.
What the fuck? Wouldn't it be a better name, Redskins?
I think so. Pays tribute to indigenous North Americans.
So they were just like, no, this is racist, so we're gonna call it the Commanders now.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna name it after
like slave master.
Yeah, right.
Point,
so now they're
slave master.
Now they're naming them after the white fucking onslaught of shit, like of the actual slaveteers.
What's a slaveteer?
A slaveteer is a slaver that's really happy about it.
Oh, slaveteer.
Yes, it's fucking amazing. No, but he's not lying. We had a serious audio shitstorm here. None of the audio equipment was fucking working. I'm ready to fucking smash and burn it all, dude.
You try to blame it on my iPhone.
I have a feeling it was something to do with that, because now it's working perfectly fine.
I was just trying to jack all my photos and porn and shit like that off my phone, but I put it down in that coffin.
Dude, you have porn on your phone?
Yeah, it's not dick porn, Asian porn.
No, really?
No, but that's what you try to tell me before you hit the record button.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
We all know you love dicks.
But hey!
Yo, Sam's not here, so we can talk about
Sam's,
dick.
yeah, believe it or not.
Sick. He has South by Southwest this week, right?
Yeah. He's on an airplane in a couple of hours here.
Yeah.
Which means,
he's probably at an airport bar right now.
Enjoying himself?
Not sick?
Not sick?
Not sick.
Well, I don't know. He messaged me and said, of all the times, I'm not feeling well today.
Oh, that sucks. He needs to get better because he has big things happening at the end of the week.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. He's like, of all times, what do you know? I'm fucking not feeling well. Because I went and I asked him, I'm like, hey, are you coming by to record tonight? Because I didn't know if you would have enough time having to be at the airport early in the morning. And he was like, nah, I'm not going to have enough time. Then like 20 minutes later, he's like, dude, I'm getting fucking sick. He's like, of all the times, I'm getting sick right now.
Do you think it's just a flu? Do you think just he's under the weather? Or do you think other things?
Honestly, I think it's AIDS.
Dude. Yo, Magic Johnson survived eggs.
That's what I'm saying. Eggs?
Eggs? AIDS.
Egg AIDS?
Who rapped about that? That said if you make it like magic or something? That Joel Santana?
Oh, I believe in magic.
No,
that's what Ronald can do. McDonald's, they cured AIDS in the 90s. Right? Is that what you're saying?
No, there's a rap song about something. Oh, it was Kanye if Magic made it.
Kanye makes rap music?
Yeah.
I thought he just did clothes and goofy shoes.
Dude, that's like Crypto Creep from the early mid 2000s.
Nah, because
he made rap music.
No, because he was broke. He was broke the whole time, dude. He didn't make shit.
You can be broke and rap about it.
That's true. You can.
You ever hear that guy?
Who?
I think the squad was called Basement Pro.
I think everyone on the East Coast has heard of those guys because they were awesome. The lead guy's dick was like fucking.
Why is it always about dicks with you? I'm talking about.
I only got a big screen move, Frank. I only got it like that big.
Oh, so Chico's dick was that big?
No.
Oh, Sleeps?
Well, Crypto's was. Chico's
Yeah,
might
when
have
it came to
been.
Basement Pro, I didn't really hear about Crypto Creep. I heard about, like, Chico
Is that so?
and Sleep.
Who?
Frangione.
Oh, Joseph Frangione. Yeah, he
That
rhymed some.
Shakespearean dude.
He rhymed some words once. I remember seeing that.
He's a poet. He once told us a joke, but we're not going there. That was deleted off 2 episodes ago.
Oh, your favorite joke?
No, it wasn't, because it kind of saddened me.
No, it didn't. You don't get sad.
Yeah, I do. I'm a Cancer.
Name one time you got sad in the last week. Now, think of it. Now, Frank. Now, think of it. One time. Now.
I'm trying to think.
Dude, you're doing a shitty job of it, Frank. Just telling you.
Right now, I'm sad.
Okay, why?
Because it took us like an hour and a half to figure out.
I know, but we figured it out, and now the spaceship's moving in space, and that's good.
Is the spaceship really moving in space?
Well, something's moving. Either space is moving or the spaceship's moving, and
what spaceship? We're on Earth.
Of life, the spaceship of life, Frank.
That's a shitty metaphor.
It's an allegory.
Or what? I'm brown. I don't understand.
Dude, that's not a fair. That's not a fair fucking thing, dude.
I once had a brother tell me that.
You have brothers?
No, the dude's name was Capone.
Oh, a brother. A brother. His name was Capone?
Yeah, that was his nickname. He went by
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Was it Joaquin Phoenix?
He was Joaquin from fucking Paterson, New Jersey.
And this guy must have made an impression on your life.
Nah, what?
No.
Nah, I know what the fuck I am, dude.
So was he a black guy or a white black guy?
He was a brother.
He was a brother.
Yeah.
So black guy.
Yeah, black. You know white black guys from Paterson, New Jersey?
Yeah, I'm sure they're there, dude.
White black guys.
I'm sure there's probably a handful.
Black, white, black, white. It sounds like a fucking SNES cheat code.
No, it sounds like a piano.
Can you play the piano?
I can.
So, if you can play piano, can you play the keyboard?
Yeah.
So you make techno music.
I do make techno music. I do. And I wanted for that episode that you guys know what the fuck he's talking about. I want to add the Techno Viking guy raging, but apparently Techno Raging guy don't like you using him.
The Viking is copyrighted.
Yeah.
You get on like any place on the internet.
I know you can.
Techno Viking
can
you do the Techno Viking dance? You should fucking stand up and do the Techno Viking dance.
I found 1,000 fucking different shots of that whole fucking thing. And then I went to go use it, and YouTube flagged it and said,
like, I literally stand up and do the Techno Viking.
Why don't you stand up and show
it? No, dude, because it's kind of like a goose step in a way.
A goose step? Yeah. I don't know what a goose step is.
Goose step.
I don't know. You want to demonstrate?
No, do you really want this channel flagged?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you know what it is?
Nope. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm not watching that because I don't want to see this channel get flagged. We're brand new. We have a long life ahead of us. We don't need Frank goose stepping his way into getting us shut down. Okay? But Techno Viking.
Maybe I'm a double agent. That's my purpose.
Techno Viking, get your shit together and unfucking flag your shit.
You should still put Techno Viking in it anyway.
No. It's not worth it.
What we could do?
Not worth it.
Yo, when Sammy was down recording some beats and he was doing like that old 80s house hip hop with him dancing around, you could like put Sam into this clip since he's not here with us, or the old clip, and overlay the Techno Viking techno music as Sam's just like.
Oh, I said I couldn't use Techno Viking. I didn't say I couldn't use techno music.
Oh, well, we can turn Sammy Snow into the new Techno Snow.
Believe me, I've already let it cross my mind, and you might be onto something, frankly.
Techno Snow.
Techno Snow, that even rhymes.
You sound like a rapper, bro.
What?
Techno Snow.
Here we go. It's Techno Snow. Going everywhere where the people don't know. Techno Snow. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That'd be funny. No, but
Do
over
you
the
like
argument,
your color effects?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Over the argument, I did all those color smack shit, and I put techno music in the background for the whole shit, and the house club music and shit. So it should be interesting. And you guys wondering what that episode that is? It's already out. It's probably the last one or the one before that.
Wait, that's out?
By the time they see this one, yes.
Oh, when's that launch?
That'll launch.
Tonight?
Nope, tonight will be Mind Bars.
Dude,
Do.
people are waiting for Mind Bars.
No, the only people waiting for Mind Bars is you. Because you're the only one that knows about it, Frank.
Funny thing about Mind Bars, I know a person that knows a person, they Snapchat me a picture. It was a fucking Mind Bar.
Was it like an authentic Mind Bar?
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what Mind Bars are,
I'm trying to figure out where this person got the Mind Bar because she doesn't. Just trying to figure out where the person got the Mind Bars because I wouldn't.
wasn't me. I don't give bitches drugs.
Whoa, it's not a drug, dude.
I'm just saying, I don't give bitches bars.
It's an Earth t-shirt. You give bitches bars?
Only if I'm spitting the hot shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo.
What? What?
Motherfucker in Jersey that sells cars.
Are you talking about Danny the Deleter?
Yeah.
Dirty Jerkins.
Dirty Jerkins.
I know about this guy.
When is Dirty Jerkins going to be on this show?
He's on every episode, but you mean in person?
In person.
I don't know.
Dude.
I've been asking him, but he's always.
What do we need to get Dirty Jerkins here? Dirty Jerkins, what do we need? We're not jerking you off. We're not that dirty, but is it whiskey? Is it gin? Is it an Asian?
He wants all you guys to get funnier and get some real jokes. He told me.
Oh, we're supposed to get funnier and get real jokes?
He told me that
He's
you
a
guys.
motherfucker
He
that
told me you guys are
He's
not
a motherfucker
funny.
that trolls Discord on little kids rapping.
Yeah, that guy.
And we're supposed to be funnier?
Yeah.
He's the one fucking hanging out with little kids, battle rapping in some Discord channel.
I know.
So little kids are funnier than famous rapper Snow and this Mystic in the Snow.
No, he blamed you guys.
Blamed us, Dirty Jerkins.
He didn't blame me. He blamed everyone else.
I have
everyone
a dude
else.
that will make us a better commercial.
What?
Selling cars.
You can do better. You can out car sales him.
Oh, you never seen the video of the Asian car salesman?
No, but we got to get that out.
Oh, we must record.
That sounds interesting.
We go to Young Ting.
What do you think about that, Jerkins? What do you think about that? We have our own Asian guy in here that can sell cars too.
We need to find one. I know one.
Oh wait, you can't do it?
Dude, I'm like, would you consider me Asian? Because like I'm from like
either that or
I'm from the Mexico of Southeast Asia.
You are a Mexican Asian, dude.
Yeah, that's what Filipinos are. I'm sorry if I offend any more Filipinos saying that, but we're Mexican Asians.
He's been offending a lot of you guys lately. You guys notice that?
Why can other people use their cards and I try to play a card? I get shut down.
I don't think you're allowed, man. I don't think you're allowed because you have the card.
Is it because I'm like
you have the card?
Is it like I'm an island mutt? I can't use that card?
I think so. I think that's how it works, bro.
White people can use cards.
White people don't get any cards. What?
You guys got all the fucking cards.
No, we got the gas card. That's about it.
We got the privilege card.
No.
We're not going this way. Dirty Jerkins.
Dirty Jerkins.
But I know
you will not drive your racism sword between us.
I know a dude. Billy. Do you know Billy?
I don't know any Billies.
He's like this tatted up, I think, Chinese dude from Philly that lives in the area, drives a Mercedes. He does nails at the Sun Place over in Lewisburg by Giant. Yeah, he looks like a tough street baller, fully tatted. Looks like he could be a Chinese, like, triad gangster rapper, but he does nails.
Does nails?
Nails, dude. There's a lot of money in the nail game.
Not nails in the coffin, but nails on your hands.
Oh, yeah. File down nicely. Like that kind of nails.
And what, you think
he will be our car salesman?
He will be our car salesman.
Since Dirty Jerkins doesn't want to be on the show.
Well, it's not that he doesn't. He just wants you guys to get funnier.
How are we supposed to get funnier?
Quit saying we like he means me too. He just means you guys.
Yeah, see, the thing about Dirty Jerkins, he's like a brother to you. He just doesn't want to...
No, he's not like a brother to me.
Well, he doesn't want to hurt your feelings, Kyle.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
He loves you that
In fact,
much.
every morning he messages me.
I'm going to audio message. Should we message him right now? Should I FaceTime call him? Do you think he would pick up?
I'd be curious to see if you would, but I'm not sure if Dave would be able to see
No, they
anything.
don't need to see. They can hear his audio, right?
Yeah, but then he'll dedicate the rest of the hour to interrupting the show, probably,
What do you mean?
of calling my computer and all my equipment.
I can't type in Dirty Jerkins. What's his real name?
I'm not putting his real name on here, Frank. You
Well,
should have fucking
type
thought
it
of
in.
that.
I'm friends with him. Type it
You
in.
are friends with
Yeah,
him? Where's the fucking letters at?
right here. By the way, Kyle has to wear gloves because he's dying. Oh, yeah, that dude. Yep. He was active 28 minutes ago.
I'm a gunfighter. I dress like a cowboy because this is how gunslingers dress and cowboys dress. And if that makes me gay, well then all cowboys are gay. And we all love Brokeback Mountain.
What are you talking about, dude? Right now, I'm calling
Especially.
Dirty Jerkins.
Okay. Why don't you hold up the volume to your fucking microphone, dude?
Oh, dude, he's not
This
gonna
fucking
fucking pick
amateur.
up.
This fucking amateur.
Dude, his profile picture is like the Last Supper.
He's probably like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this calling me?
He has a girlfriend, right?
Yeah. Or a boyfriend.
A boyfriend? Does he have kids?
No. Not that he owns. Not that he owns.
Owns.
Yeah, not that belong to him, but he got some.
Well, dude's not picking up.
No, well, that's what you get. That's what happens. Maybe you should get phony or dirty Jenkins, whatever your name is. Maybe you should get phonier and stop making fun of my people that come in here to the war room, fucking sweating blood and tears, and fucking people are dying left and right, and they're trying their hardest, and you're telling them that they suck and they're unfunny, and their parents should have killed them and drowned them at an infant, and it would have been a lot
Dude,
better
my
if
mom.
they died on a car crash under here than anyone ever hear them again because they're that bad. And that if they hit them, they should hit them with a baseball bat.
Hey,
And
it's Frank
oh,
on the
sorry,
chef here,
sorry.
Agents of Calamity Headquarters. I feel like Kyle is projecting his feelings onto the world right now,
No,
using
no,
Dirty Jerkins as
no. My bad,
just
dude. My bad, dude. I just get sucked in sometimes.
So was that Dirty Jerkins or was that
That was
hashtag
no,
Jack?
that was Dirty Jerkins, dude.
Dude, I don't
You
think.
know I love my people.
Yeah, I don't think Dirty Jerkins is that cold. That was
Oh, he's
fucking
cool,
savage,
dude.
bro.
They used to call him the icebox back in school.
The icebox.
The icebox.
Why an icebox?
Because like that's where all the cold stuff was, and like
When I
for
think
lunch.
of icebox, you like bodying people, and you just gotta cut them up, fucking shove them in an icebox, like waste management type of shit.
His first boyfriend, they called Antarctica. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna go
Yeah,
in there. I'm not putting him out here like that, dude. I'm not putting him out there like that.
I once had a dude tell me a
Oh yeah, you
joke.
did. Yeah, you did. Tell me more.
Oh shit.
Tell me more.
Oh,
What the dude do?
fucking no! It's what he said. What's the difference between a refrigerator
Oh, this is gonna be hard. What's the next part?
and a gay dude?
Okay, what's the difference between a refrigerator and a homosexual?
Something like that. Here, I need to bring up this group chat.
Hold on, I know this one.
Speaking of group chat, how do you
Let me
search?
think. Let me think. Could it be a penis?
No.
No. Uh, this is a stupid joke. You know what? Maybe Danny the Deleter is right. Maybe you guys aren't
Wait,
funny at all.
What do you call him?
Danny the Deleter.
Deleter?
Yeah, because he can't make a clip without deleting it in a week.
Why is that?
Because he's critical of himself. He'll say everything sucks and he'll delete it a week later. He'll never let anything stay.
He's trying to tell us we suck.
No, he's trying to tell you guys that you suck.
Oh yeah, my dude Tyler. You probably don't watch this shit, but Tyler is my gay friend that runs a place up in Scranton.
Okay.
He was infamous as a joke. Aside from like at work back in the day, be like, "Hey Tyler, how are you today?" Not as good as my head, but then he'd follow up with this joke. What's the difference between a gay dude and a refrigerator?
What was it?
The refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull your meat out of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Is that the shit Dirty Jerkins is looking for? You look
Yep.
perplexed, dude. You're
That's
like,
disgusting. My Christian nature is fucking. You just fucking bodied my Christian.
yeah, that sounds like something Dirty
Child.
Jerkins would say to put someone in the icebox.
Nah, dude, he don't make jokes like that, dude. No. No,
No?
dude.
Well,
No,
what kind of
Frank.
jokes does he make?
Like internet jokes, but not like that. That was just out. That's just crossing lines, dude. That's
Dude, I feel
implying
like
AIDS. You can transfer the AIDS virus by doing those things.
oh shit, it's Dirty Jerkins.
Maybe you could tell it. Maybe he can explain it to you, dude. Maybe
Yeah,
he can explain it to you because I can't.
he's driving. What a bitch.
Ooh,
What a bitch.
did you have too many to drink too? Ooh, we gotta watch how you're driving. Woo, this guy.
Driving. What up?
You tell him, dude. You tell him. Tell him you're tired of the shit. You're tired of how he's treating the agents of Calamity people
He's an agent,
other than me.
right?
He's like a mercenary. He wants to be an agent one day.
Why isn't he an agent?
Because he keeps making fun of you guys.
Well, I'd fucking make fun of the fucking commander of the agents too if I were him. He just
No,
won't
he
want to
doesn't.
break your heart.
He says the sweetest things to me. In fact,
He
sometimes
tells you sweet nothings.
he'll fucking message me in the morning and be like, you know what? You're good. You're real good. Too bad all those other guys are holding you back, dragging you down. And I'd be like, don't you talk about my friends that way.
Man.
Damn, you know what I mean?
Dang.
It's like that, dude.
He's like a fucking shinobi, dude. They just don't fucking care. They just slaughter people.
Here we go back to the fucking shinobi shit.
What's wrong with shinobis?
Dude,
I like masked people with swords.
does anyone here know what a fucking shinobi is?
Yeah, dude, they're in those things in Naruto, right?
I don't know what the fucking Naruto is, but I know what a shinobi is.
What is a shinobi?
It's just like a sword carrying Japanese man.
Are shinobis
And they
Japanese?
follow a
Or
fucking
shinobis Chinese?
no, it'd be Japanese, wouldn't it?
Well, feudal Japan had the samurais, and the samurais could not compete with the ninjas. And where did the ninjas come from?
Ninjas can't. They just didn't have a warlord, right? They were Ronins, essentially.
No, those were the dudes with the Gundam ships.
No, Ronins were samurais without masters.
Yeah, but they wore plated armor. Shinobis just wear garbs and masks.
Plated armor,
Yeah.
dude. What games are you playing lately
Not games, dude.
that you are getting this?
What games are you playing that says...
No, I'm not. I'm reading books. I'm reading books about it.
Dude, I'm like everyone else in the world. I get my information from Facebook. There was this thing called the Naruto clan in ancient China that they created shinobis, right? They wielded the great mana of the earth, and they allowed them to bend water and air and fire and all these elements and fly through shit, bro.
This sounds like a fucking Nickelodeon show I watched once. The Last Airbender?
No, dude, that's Nickelodeon. I'm talking about real shit. I read it on Facebook.
Okay, and this was a real thing?
Yeah, dude, from the same island they created shinobis.
Wait, so shinobis are island bound? So they only exist on an island.
Yeah, in space.
In, sp-
Known as Earth.
in a space.
Yeah, what is an island, Kyle?
It's a bunch of land surrounded by water.
Or a bunch of land surrounded by something. Kind of like a food desert or a food island.
It is, you're right. It is just land surrounded by something.
Right.
So it could be anything.
Ether, space.
What if it's doubt? What if it's doubt? Surrounded by a sea of doubt.
Well, then you're surrounded by a sea of dicks.
No,
If you're surrounded by doubt.
sea of dicks, too.
Sea of dicks.
Sea of dicks, dude. Could be you.
I heard
Could be someone
once
you love.
parted the Great Dick Sea.
Have you ever heard of the Great Dick War?
The Great Dick War? It happened on Middle Earth.
No, it did not happen in Middle Earth.
Yeah, it did.
Tolkien would never write about that.
Why do you have to bring that dude in this all the time?
Because he's the greatest writer ever to exist. What?
No, I think King James over
Well,
the greatest
you
writers.
might have me there. You might have me. King James might have one or two on Tolkien. Yeah, he has a bigger publisher. Bigger publisher out.
Who's that?
The fucking Catholic Church. The Catholic Church, dude.
We can't talk bad about churches, dude.
Have you ever went to a church?
I grew up Roman Catholic.
But like compared to, remember Mr. Jeff? How we had in here. If you guys have never seen the Mr. Jeff episodes,
You should watch the Mr. Jeff episode.
Watch
If
them.
you have not watched Mr. Jeff episode, you just need to watch Mr. Jeff episode. I learned a thing or two from a fundamentalist, a Christian one at that. Well, not so much
Interesting.
anymore. He's not so much a fundamentalist Christian, but he was.
was.
And
And when we say fundamentalist, we
we mean
mean
like the what?
Westboro Baptist
The
Church.
Westboro Baptist kind of people. Those folk.
Extreme.
Like extreme Molotov cocktail Bible extreme people.
That's
Well,
kind
not
of.
that extreme. That's
I don't know.
exaggeration.
Maybe. He didn't admit none of that to us.
Yeah, but they're the people that put dildos in the Bibles and throw them at people that are like, not.
God bless their hearts. Every last one of them.
Bless their souls.
That puts a dildo in a Bible and throws it at
Hey,
somebody.
God, bless your heart today, motherfucker. To me, that's
What?
like, fuck you.
What? What does that have to do with
Bless your
that?
heart, man.
I know my heart deserves a good blessing, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kathy, his heart needs a good blessing.
Good blessing, man. I've been dealing with these fucking short patty cake fucking volume wreckers, dude.
Volume records.
Wrecking my
This
fucking
dude
volume.
does not know how to do audio. He's gonna use this against me the whole time.
That I am.
Yeah, well,
That I am.
you sound like a fucking jet.
A jet?
Yeah, you never watched West Side Story?
No.
You should.
Is that the one where the white guys are dressed up as Hispanic guys? And they're in a gang and they have to dance and they fight each other and they dance when they fight each other?
Yes.
But the Hispanics aren't actual
Puerto
Hispanics.
Ricans.
Yeah, the Puerto Ricans are actually white guys with tan. With brown face.
Those are that's Puerto Rican, right? I know a lot of white
No,
people.
those are definitely not. Those are white dudes. Those are definitely white
Well,
dudes.
maybe they identified as Puerto Rican that day.
Huh.
We can. Man, it's 2022 and we just have to tiptoe a lot of shit.
Tiptoe's not the fucking word, dude.
What do you call it, dude?
Well, like, just to rewind slightly here. When you were growing up, did you go to church every day?
I went to church when I needed. The ocean was my church. That was God. to
So
me.
your parents weren't necessarily pushing religion down your throat at all.
Holidays, deaths in the family. We do days.
I don't think that's real. I think that's just shit that happens. Like, holidays happen and so do your family dies as time goes.
Right, but some people, a holiday comes up to them. Easter's like, oh, kicking a ball or a hacky sack in a park, where another bunch of people go through the whole fucking nine of like Lent and all that shit.
So did you have to go through Lent and all that shit?
Dude, we mostly ate fish anyway, so it didn't really matter.
I thought, what about, what's that called? Ash? Was that, or is it Lent, where you have to give something up?
Yeah, most people just give up meat, so you wouldn't be able to gobble dick every Friday. You'd have to gobble
Nah, I've
fish.
never touched a dick. I don't even touch my own dick. It makes me feel gay. Even when I piss, dude. I just pull my pants down and let it go because I just feel gay. When you hold something that big and you know what it does to the ladies, dude, you're just gonna feel gay. You're gonna feel gay when you're touching it. Too much info. I know, but you brought it up. You brought it up, dude. I'm just saying.
Kind of sounds homophobic that you're not willing to touch your own dick.
Dude, I'm afraid of it a little bit. I think
You've seen the damage it's done?
Yeah, I have, dude. Yeah, I
How do
have.
we go from God talking about your dick?
Well, we're not done. Well,
Oh, is your dick
it's not.
God?
It's not far off. Honestly.
God damn, maybe this is
You
why
did.
Dirty Jerkins loves you so much.
Maybe.
This is your dick.
No, but he says he been. Is that the train of truth? That's the train of truth.
What is the train of truth?
Train of truth says you might be right with the correlation between God and my penis because that's when it first fucking
But you're
squealed.
afraid to hold your dick.
Yeah, but I don't touch it. But if it wants to hit me back, dude, it's a big fucking. They could hit me back,
There's
bro.
something wrong with you, man.
No, there's not nothing wrong with me, dude. I got my cowboy hat on. I got.
Yo, if people knew you, they'd probably be like, Kyle doesn't touch his dick because it's too big and he doesn't have the hand strength to
Doesn't got the
lift it
hand
up.
strength. Lift it up. Yo, in all fairness, though, they'd be right.
So stop playing it off like it's greater than your hand strength. Just admit it. You got weak hands.
I got weak hands, yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. Weak hands, dude. That's why.
I have weak hands. I can't grab my dick, so I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid it's gonna break my wrist. Instead of being like, yeah,
Well,
this is the closest thing to God.
Well, in all fairness, I think everything that looks at it is afraid that they'll break its wrist when they go to grab it.
Agent K breaks her wrist.
No, she doesn't grab it.
Now who else is looking at your dick? Monk?
Well, now you're saying looking at my dick as opposed to grabbing my dick, dude. It's not the case, bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to look at your dick right now. You can just like pull your pants.
No, it's too late now. I'm whipping it out. Just take a look.
It's weird.
Just take a look.
I think it's pretty big.
I told you, dude. But
It's
it's
like
not.
a strap on.
Watch, I'll pull the rest of it out of the sleeve.
Yeah, we can't make an episode talking about your dick.
Okay, no, you're 100% right. Let's move on
No
here.
one wants to talk.
I know.
We
See,
know
we
you
lose
want
Sammy, we lose our direction. We were yelling at each other with the volume thing.
Sam talks about bananas in cold places.
That's
Which
true.
then opens the gateway to your dick again.
That's true. I like it when he's there, dude. A good topic. No, but what were we talking about earlier? Sir Franklin of the Gestapo, of the Agents of Calamity Gestapo.
I don't know what the Gestapo is.
It's a fairly organized group of influential people looking out for the community.
What community?
The community that they're Gestapoing for.
What community is the Gestapo for?
I don't know, dude. Maybe the Republicans? Wait, I can't do this, dude. I can't do this. I'm not allowed to do politics.
I didn't say anything about politics, dude. Why you gotta bring politics in it?
That's what I do. That's what I do. I fuck shit.
We're not bringing politics into it.
No, we're not. You're right. But no, we were talking about sleep paralysis.
Because, like, bringing politics into it, I'm like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Because people identify me one way until they learn the
As a
truth,
female?
and they're like, dang,
Oh.
you're the wrong color to be that.
Oh, why? Are you right? Are you a hardcore right winger?
No, I'm just more right than left. That's how I was raised. I was raised in a military family.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But it doesn't mean I spent my younger generation learning about anarcho, like socialism or things like that, and like observing and reading about both sides or all sides of the spectrum. Just where I land.
Do you think a lot of... We said we're not going to do this.
We're not going to do this. I'm just saying, like, I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. People identify me as a Democrat because I'm brown, from Hawaii, a blue state. Then I said, nah. And like, I'm the boogeyman. I'm whitewashed.
I've seen that happen to several people. I'm not sure how
like,
true.
Why?
Well,
Why?
people call me a Democrat all the time, even though I'm not.
Right, I know. So, but my thing is,
I love guns.
because I'm brown, doesn't mean I'm.
That's not fair, though, is it? Because you're not technically brown.
Well,
I mean, are Hawaiians brown, or are they...
I just feel we're darker tan people. You gotta understand, I'm Ilocano, Chamorro, Hawaiian, so it's a mix of island people. So we're seafaring tan people. Like if I'd be like in Florida right now,
I guess you are.
if I was in Florida right now, they'd be like, try to speak Spanish to me.
But if you were like not in the sun, my question, if you were out in the sun, would you be really white, like pasty white? Like kids that don't leave their houses get? Like,
no, dude, I literally.
or would you naturally have a brown?
I naturally have this color, and come summertime, yo, my mom's nickname growing up, she was like
Hammer fist.
Nah, they called her Blackie.
Whoa, that was way off.
Nah.
What do you mean? Because she was so dark?
Yeah, because like, we get really dark come summertime, like super dark, like tan. And this goes back to the Filipino thing. There's a superior Filipino race. They're the more fair-skinned, whiter Filipinos from the
Says
Central
who?
Filipinos. They're
Oh.
more like the ones that speak
Wait, but you are
Visayan.
Filipino.
Yeah, northern Filipino. You know how many Filipino islands there are? There's a
Yeah, it's a
shitload.
shitload of them. I know
There's a
that.
shitload.
I know that.
So, like, the more well-off cast of Filipinos are the fair-skinned Filipinos, where the darker ones were the more farmer, plantation, like, peasant Filipinos.
But I thought I heard a lot of people like Hawaiians shit talk Filipinos. Because I know Koreans shit talk Filipinos.
And Chinese shit-talk Japanese, and Korean shit-talk Chinese.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, because they have their own internal beef there.
Right, which, it's an Asian thing.
That's how you're saying that's an Asian thing.
This goes back like 3-4 episodes about Stop Asian Hate. Stop that virtual signal.
Oh, I forgot to fucking stop it.
Because, like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Forgot to stop it, Frank. My bad.
Like, if you want to argue me on that and say, well, Asians aren't racist, only white people are racist.
No, some of the
Only
racist.
black people are racist. Some
Black
of them-
people are racist too.
Right, but in my 38 years, the most racist people I've known are not central PA white folk.
They're racist too.
They are. I'm saying the most racist people I encounter in my life are not any, like, white, black.
Really?
They're brown.
Really?
Slanty eyes.
I think the most racist person I ever met in my life was black. Closely followed by a white gentleman who was a Grand Wizard of the KKK, and then third,
Dude, I know a Grand Wizard of the KKK.
and the third are Asians.
Is that weird? Because, like, I'm a brown person. I know some shouldn't be admitting this stuff. But, yeah. But, so, for you, third
No,
are
let it go.
Asians. For me, first are Asians.
Then again, you're probably exposed to more of them than I am. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's probably the reason it is. But I'm not saying that Asians can't be racist. Because Asians, oh boy, can they be fucking racist. I would like to remind you of the LA riots. I would like to remind you of every fucking conflict in the fucking
Hold on,
Pacific.
dude. How are we going here? We can't go here.
What do you
went
mean?
Here. Like,
Oh, you're right. You're wearing the Redskin Indians jersey.
whoa, did you say Indians?
Shit.
Did you say Indians? I'll be damned. You can't say Indians.
Okay, the Commanders, dude. The Commanders.
Nah, the Redskins. This isn't a Mandela effect shit. It says Redskins.
Wait. It's not called the Indians?
No, they were called the Redskins.
Called the Redskins?
Yeah. That offended a lot of folk.
Are you sure it's not Mandela effect, dude?
Why? Because it says Commanders?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Let me see.
No, it says Redskins.
It says
bro.
Redskins on it.
Yeah.
This fucking fool.
This
This is gonna
guy.
get me, dude. This is gonna get me.
Well, how did we get here?
I don't know.
Go on about the Koreans
I
on
was-
top of like
I was trying to ask you about sleep paralysis until you went on a fucking tyrannical racist rant for no reason whatsoever.
I was talking about shinobis.
Which I reminded you can't fly. They don't have wings. How can they fly?
How do dragons fly?
They have wings.
Do Chinese dragons have wings?
Yeah.
Where?
Some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah.
So you're saying they're earthbound?
Well,
Like, because Chinese dragons are more like serpents.
yeah, they're more snake-like. Some of them live in the bottom of lakes and shit.
Like European dragons, they're more like
Reptilian?
houses. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, because your folk just have to paint them bigger than life.
Your folk. What is that supposed to mean? Your folk.
Europeans.
Europeans. What makes you think I'm fucking European, bro?
You're gonna deny you're European? I'm in Milton, Pennsylvania. I'm hanging out with this dude. He's probably Blackfoot.
Cherokee.
Yeah.
Cherokee and
His great auntie had an Indian or a native inside of her.
mind you, at least 16% northern Mexican. The light-skinned kind.
Dude, what was that comedy episode where they're explaining like Hispanics and Latin people? The real meaning of Mexican was like dirty.
Shut up, dude. That wouldn't have lasted long if that was fucking
The
N-word.
Spaniards came over and
Spaniards are whites.
I know.
Okay.
Oh shit! Then I am racist by that logic.
Yeah.
Because the Spaniards, it was Magellan, I'm pretty sure, when they went to colonize the Philippines in the 1500s.
You mean Captain Cook?
No, that was Hawaii.
Well, Cook went around the whole all the continent.
Well, I'm talking about when Magellan went to Spain in the went to the Philippines in the 1500s.
Yeah, but then Magellan only goes so far and then died.
But he went to the Philippines, and that's when they had like the Spaniards colonized the Philippines. You know, raped and pillaged, like.
Oh, raped and pillaged. Colonized. Okay. Colonized. Okay. Oh, you silly term.
That's why
Okay.
Spanish last name.
Got you. Yeah, you have a Spanish last name.
Yeah.
Spell that for us.
I'm not giving my government name on the internet, which, as most Filipinos do have Spanish last names.
He's so full of shit, dude. If you don't have no Spanish last name.
Floral of the Rosary. I'll show you my. If you know, can translate the floral of the Rosary, then you know my last name.
I can translate it because I'm an expert in multilingual stuff. Sure, let me see this here.
Floral of the Rosary.
So it basically means body flower. They call them body flower.
It's God, you better have your fucking prayer beads and your fucking crucifix, or I'm putting a knife in your bag.
Dude, in my bag?
Yeah.
So what, I can't trust you now either? You're just like Danny the Deleter after all.
Fuck Dirty Jerkins. He's driving. He would not like Facebook video chat with us.
Well, because he knows what's happening.
What?
He knows that Sam's gone. He knows that it's me and you. And we're recording.
He doesn't know we're recording.
I'm sure he does. He knows that we record every beep at this time. Beep, beep. So he's well
what
aware.
the beep, 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 beep.
You need to beep and mind your own beep, alright, dude?
That's because I have a large beep, 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 beep.
You do. Your beep is so great, dude.
That's what Dirty Jerkins once told me.
Yeah, that's what he's going to keep telling us, because that little beep... You just wait. You just wait. One of these days we're going to find you in your little Discord room.
Nah, dude. You
DJ
need
Jerkins.
Camera when you're blasting Jerkins.
Well, that's the one we'll use.
Yo, dude.
What, dude? What, dude?
You need to have Agent C, gamer.
We do need Agent Player 2 back.
Player 1 or Ready Player 2 on the show.
Yo, if you guys would like to see fucking Player 2 back, right below, say come back Player 2. Scream it. Spam it.
Player 2 work Monday nights?
I don't think so.
So Player 2 could obviously hitch a ride for me.
He could, if he were so inclined to do so.
Well, what's Player 2?
Exactly.
Player 2 stuff?
Exactly. He's probably sitting there playing Nintendo.
Switch.
I don't know, but
he's digging up beats in Stardew Valley.
Guys, I've been trying to bring you back.
Slaying dinosaurs and whatever that fucking game is.
I got you fucking Frank on the shelf. All right, I brought that back. But Player 2, he's been ghosty, dude. He's been hard. He hasn't been wanting to fucking show face or show
Do you
love.
think Player 2's been in the metaverse?
No, because you need Oculus to go to the metaverse.
I thought Player 2 has the VR stuff. He is Player 2 after all.
That's true. I don't.
Why wouldn't he be Player 1 in this household?
Because he'll never be Player 1 no matter what he does.
Because all the women in the household are Player 1?
That and the fact that he's just a girly person. He'll never have the first player role ever. He'll always be the second Luigi, because he looks like him too, and they're identical, and their attitudes are the same. Oh no, you go first. You get all the gold. No, you bang the princess first. That's fine. I'll go find my. That's how it is. That's how it is. Dude.
Player 2 needs to get on with it.
I mean, he's accepted his fate a long time ago, I believe. But
as Player 2?
As Player 2, yeah, I just miss him. I miss him.
When's the last you talked to Player 2?
3 months ago, probably.
Does Player 2 even watch the channel?
You know what? He should. I think his wife does, but I don't think he does.
What the fuck, player two?
Nope. I don't even think he knows how to use Facebook or YouTube. I don't think he knows how to do it.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. He's only into video games and cartoon porn.
And he watches Twitch, so he knows how to use
Does
YouTube.
he watch Twitch?
Pretty sure he does.
I don't know, man. He's the kind of guy that'll play one video game over and over and over again until he 100%s it
Speaking of video games, what's your favorite video game?
of all time.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's hard, dude. Dragon Age was really good. Zelda, love Zelda.
So I was like more of a MK2, MK3, Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2, Tekken 3, Virtual Fighter,
One-on-one
like
combat
Soul
games.
Calibur guy.
Yeah, one-on-one combat games.
Yeah, like when I grew up, I went to the arcade. You'd have walls lined with Street Fighter 2. Then when MK3 came in, it was like Street Fighter 2. Then you had New Kids on the Block with their Pit Fighter game. Then MK Mortal Kombat came in and changed the game.
Yeah,
It was all
well,
the blood and the gore.
no, that was fun. I remember the
Dude,
first Mortal
fucking
Kombat.
early 90s. Those were fun times at an arcade.
I loved arcades and the fucking
Dude, Spaceport at the mall, I'd walk in and whoop ass on anyone playing
dude.
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. It'd be like this little, like, Mexican Asian kid. Like,
That
hey,
place
can I play?
and Knoebels. Because at that time, Knoebels had a banging ass
Dude,
arcade too.
Calamity had a banging ass arcade up to, like, the early 2000s. I'm talking, like, mid 90s because we're old.
Yeah, my parents would drop us off, and we just have dollars, bills, and tokens from like last time. And we fuck the ride, Joe. What we would do is go right to the arcade,
That's
dude.
all you needed to do. Pocket full of quarters.
Yep.
Dude, you could play so many games for so long.
We had a
on pocket
blast.
full of quarters. I think my favorite was Fort Carson. It's a military base in Colorado, so Colorado Springs.
Okay.
The bowling alley there, then there's one restaurant. My game, whenever my mom would go to bowling league, because she's a bowler, I go straight to arcade. Goonies 2. It was like the second or third part of it.
Goonies
Always trying
2?
to get the fucking key and Castlevania in an arcade. Like, people don't know what's up. They sit at home on a console and they can play all these games, but that doesn't beat the feeling of a smoky arcade, like dudes with mustaches,
Yeah, grown men and teenage kids, dude.
just playing fucking video games.
It was a different time too. You know what I mean? Player Two's obsessed with that time. You know what I mean? He doesn't
Dude,
ever.
what Player 2 is much younger than us. Do you think Player 2 got to experience the arcade like we got to experience?
No, but I think he got to experience gaming in a way that we didn't. It's more kind of the way it is now, or it's more socially retro. You know what I mean? And it's like plug and play. Like you can have a Switch. He has a Switch. You can walk by, and you can like compete and trade shit. You know what I mean? Like we could.
Yeah, but that was the fun, walking up to like that fucking Konami or whatever Atari stand-up screen, button mashing, putting quarters in, and just trying to beat a game.
I still remember like from the arcade, like some dude would be kick ass on like a certain machine, and until he's beaten, he has the rights to that machine.
He has the rights, but I was a little kid that would kick the motherfucker off the machine and he'd get so mad at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, even when I was a little kid, they still wouldn't. They let you play.
No, you had to like double or triple up. You had to pay like 2 or 3 times the actual cost, and it went to them.
Oh, really?
That's how it worked when I was like a kid. Like if you wanted to play the dude, like almost beating the game and come in and challenge him like on a fighter game,
Yeah.
instead of like a quarter, you had to like put a quarter in and pay him 75 cents.
Well, see, the way it
But
works.
then you kick him off the machine, machine's yours.
True.
That quarter would last me a long fucking time.
Well, see, that's how they kind of played too when I was growing up. But it was more like, okay, you had people posted up by the machines. They'd be waiting for people to play. But the fancy games, there'd already be a line of people waiting to play.
But if it was a good arcade, you had like 5 or 6 of them.
Right. But there would always be the dude at the front of the line. So he always get the sticks because the winner carries on. So there'd be people there all day from like 7 o'clock in the morning, because believe me, I went to the arcade fucking 7 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock when the lights come on, 11 o'clock at night. And they just run every fucking person.
Do you remember what was it? Street Fighter, I think it was. Didn't the ATF have like a loading screen on them? The alcohol, tobacco, firearms. It's like about no to drugs and guns and violence because it was like the early '90s and you're playing a fighting game.
Maybe. I don't
Or
remember.
and Capcom shit like that.
Capcom.
Yeah, they had that was the original Street Fighter.
Yeah, Capcom, dude.
Capcom,
Capcom, dude.
Capcom. Yeah,
You getting
it's
some of
white.
that Capcom, dude.
Capcom. Sorry. But yeah, gaming is different now. Now you have like conventions. People dress up as their favorite characters.
Have you been to one?
No, they're not that expensive. I'd like to, but the one I always want
So
to
you
go
don't
to,
think these gaming conventions are fucking like
I just don't have the means to go to one. Like I have kids. When am I going to go to one?
exactly? Well,
Like
that's
my thing would have been going to BlizzCon because back then it was Blizzard. Now I think it's Activision Blizzard, and I think someone else bought out Activision. But I was a World of Warcraft person.
oh really?
Yeah, like
I never would have guessed that, dude.
vanilla Warcraft. Like I played
If you were a
Warcraft
World of
2,
Warcraft
Warcraft
person,
3.
comment down below. Let us know your favorite
Yeah.
shard character. Let us know. Prove that you were a World of Warcraft person
I was
below.
the Druid class leader in a raiding guild, 40-man raiding guild.
Is that good? I never played, but I had
It,
tons of people that
it
played.
was like it was a hierarchy. Like a lot of my guild were like Disney animators and people that had money and the time to play. Like our
I
guild,
played Ultima Online. This was pre World of
yeah,
Warcraft.
our guild was #1 on the server. Well,
And the two worst players were Dennis and Mikey.
one or two. Then server realm transfers opened up to stronger guilds to come in and whoop us. But
What does that mean?
back then they would open up the realm so you can transfer servers. So whole guilds would transfer to a different server. So all the game and the loot and shit they acquired on their server,
Would that go with them?
that would go with them. The stuff that hadn't been discovered on our server, so they'd come in with greater weapons, greater armor, and like run shit. But yeah,
So you got bullied by other guilds, Frank?
yeah.
You're telling me the nerds become the bullies?
So the first year I started playing because I played Magic the Gathering.
I used to play Magic the Gathering too.
And my buddy's like, hey, I got a test key. Do you want to play this game? World of Warcraft.
And that was the
And
heroin. That was the heroin hit.
at the time, he was like level 14. So he showed me the ropes of it. Next thing you know, I'm level 20.
So were you competing? Were you competing with this guy?
Not really, but like we play together.
Were you in his guild at least? Did he at least join you up?
No, but here's the thing. He had shitty gear to be in my guild.
To be in your guild, he had shitty gear.
He got me into the game, then I left him behind in the game. So it was like 2003 or 2004.
Did he help you and teach you to play, then you abandoned him to die and ruin as you advanced across this virtual fucking battlefield?
Fucking right, I did. He was the fat you had to trim to advance in the game.
Really?
I had to surround myself with better geared, better skilled people. But
I hear you. I do that every day of my life. I get you.
it was like 2003 or 2004. It was early in the year. And at the end of the year, on your keyboard, if you type /played, a lot of you might remember this. So, end of 2004, my /played, guess what it was? You know how in games nowadays tell you how long you've been playing the game?
Yes.
So the code in chat window was /played. So my first year, what do you think my /played was? Mind you, I ended up in a raiding guild.
I don't know.
Take a guess.
Just one then. If you're just playing one game, right? So 1-1? Like, is that what you're asking me?
No, how many days was I locked?
365 if you're a serious player.
268 /played. while working a full-time job.
So you only miss very rare occasions.
That's 268 times 24. That's how many hours? Full
That's a long
268
fucking
full
time.
day. How many days are in a year?
365.
Yeah. Dude, I was in a raiding guild. I was a druid class officer. Like, we'd raid nonstop.
You really like that game.
It was sickening.
Well, what made you not like it anymore?
I think I realized how it ruined personal relationships I had. Because it
You
was.
mean getting pussy? Getting laid?
No,
Or
actually, I got
friendships?
pussy while raiding.
Really?
Yeah, that was weird.
That's crazy.
We had a thing back in the day called Cosmic Bowling where my roommates and friends, we'd go, was it Maynard Street Bowling Alley? Not Maynard Street. It's the bowling alley. It's like really shady bowling alley near the Quick Six up in Williamsport, but they had a Cosmic Bowling night. So we just take a bunch of booze and go bowling. And
Really?
I'd have to leave bowling because I had to be on deck ready to raid at like 11:45 to raid.
It was all timed out, like your raids and everything are all timed out.
Well, it's like I had everything.
I can see how that'd get fun to people, dude. My brother's like addicted to that shit.
He plays that game?
He's like schizophrenic and handicapped, and that's all he does is fucking.
But dude, you immerse yourself in a world where you can pick herbs, mine ore, fish, hunt, craft gear. Like, ride awesome mounts and hunt dragons and elemental beasts. It was a fun fucking game.
How many years do you think you put into that?
8.
8? You said that perfectly right away, like you know exactly how much time of your life that you wasted on that.
Right.
Do you consider it wasted that time though? If you had fun and enjoyed yourself?
Fucking right, I think it's wasted.
It's just wasted.
Yeah, gaming is an addiction of mine.
But there are professional players. I don't know about World of Warcraft though.
Well,
I don't
not anymore, but I did get into a popular game not too long ago with my buddy and his ex-girlfriend.
Which is called what?
League of Legends.
I've heard of this. LOL.
Yeah, so I'd play WoW a lot. Right around.
But that's a totally different style game.
First kid's pregnancy, I was still playing, but after my daughter was born, I just toned it down.
Did your wife at the time like scold you or anything for your playing habits?
No, because she's a gamer too, kind of like Player 2's.
Okay.
Gaming, yeah, you know what I mean?
Which is awesome, by the way.
Which is like, you realize how much gaming can suck life out of you. Which is like a couple years ago.
But he accepts it. Player welcomes it.
Warcraft, Blizzard came out with a classic, so it brought back the vanilla gaming. And the kid's mom's like, "What do you want, a new computer rig for Christmas? You can get back into Warcraft." I'm like, she didn't know me when I was in Warcraft.
Right.
I'm like, no.
You just knew that was.
That would like be giving alcohol to someone that's been off.
Here, would you like this 18 cases of free beer?
Hey, do you want this bundle of dope? You haven't banged dope in like 5 years.
You want to just go bang some dope for a little bit?
It's pretty much what gaming is to hardcore gamers.
It's the addiction is that strong.
It really is. South Park made fun of the Warcraft addiction.
Oh, I know, in a hilarious manner.
The Warcraft addiction was all over the news. Kids in gaming lounges like dying because not eating or defecating and pissing themselves.
Over in China, all those fucking kids are fucking dying.
Bless his soul, man. I had a buddy that's no longer with us. One of the stories with him. What was the biking game on the console? Road Rash. Road Rash. The dude was a young buck and he's playing Road Rash, and his mom came in and told him lunch was ready. He was sitting there in a pile of his piss because he didn't get up to go to the bathroom.
Are you fucking serious?
Gaming addiction is something serious. It might seem casual to a lot of people, but
no, that's serious at that point, dude.
It is serious.
And
it's serious when you spend almost a year logged into a fucking game.
Well, isn't it like a bigger issue over there? Like,
I think it's a bigger issue over there.
There are a lot of people are having issues with gaming addiction.
But like, gaming's weird. We're a gaming culture. You still have like 40, 50-year-old dudes now. Next best console coming out. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, they're all
The older generations of us, when they're 40 and 50, they're not looking for a gaming console. It's like, yeah,
well, they
I
don't
just
know.
paid the mortgage on my house. I'm
Yeah,
going to
they
get a
don't
brand
know.
new Cadillac. Like, it's different.
I'm Kenny Fresno, and this is a 1998 Porsche Boxster. The Porsche Boxster sits incredibly low. As low as your self-esteem would have to be in order for you to feel the need to buy one of these fucking things. It's because of its lightweight frame that the Porsche is able to go from 0 to 60-year-old white guy who has hair plugs and goes tanning 7 days a week with a $300 gym membership who wears shorts all year round in 2.5 seconds. Get it? Boxster's convertible roof is able to retract swiftly, which is perfect if you're at a red light and feel like flicking a cigarette butt at a homeless person. Take this, you lower class miscreant. Got him, Todd. Trunk is super tiny, the perfect place to store your sympathy for poor people.
Fuck sleep paralysis though, man.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you just shot right back into that one fucking quick as fuck.
Because I just want to go home and game.
I just want to go, oh, you gaming?
No, I'm not gaming.
Are you still gaming?
Like, not like that.
Not like that. What do you mean?
I just play like little fucking games on my phone.
On your phone? Like Candy Crush and shit?
You know, like Zombies, Rise of Kingdoms. Still stuff where you're like building up your...
Is that like you have to pay to get like
I
further
don't pay,
ahead?
but yeah.
My cousin does that shit. He
Pay to
drops
win,
so much
destroy
money.
gaming. But sleep paralysis...
Yeah, you ever had sleep paralysis?
I do still, and most of my sleep paralysis happens around the witching hour. You've heard of the witching hour?
3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Do you believe in that time? Has any kind of fucking...
I believe it does. Not sure why.
Yeah, why would 3 a.m. have any kind of fucking...
I don't know. I'm sure a pagan or a witch or someone in the know of like that stuff could tell us why the significance of 3 a.m. is 3 a.m.
Like I know a lot of ghost hunters like that. They'll be like they'll only go to
around the witching hour. It's like I feel like it's a time where there's a opening between realms or dimensions.
Oh, like when the veil is
right.
thinnest.
Yeah. So that's why they call it the witching hour.
See, in my mentality, I've always viewed it like if it's haunted at night, it's haunted during the day. I don't think the time...
True, but you gotta look at it, like, if you're looking at a haunting or a ghost or something, like, ghost and stuff would be lower vibration to our 3D. So if we're looking at ascension and vibrations, you have the 1D, the 2D, the 3D, which we're at, 4D, 5D, 60, 70, like... 7D and above, that's like angelic spirits, where 1, 2D are more like broken souls and hauntings and ghosts. If you're looking at
I don't know any of that fucking
like the spectrum of like entities within this realm, you know what I mean? Like right now we live in the 3D. So when people
who told you that?
So when people talk about ascending to the 5D, like say like the book, the Keys of Enoch, the Book of Enoch, stuff like that. You're looking at the metaphysics stuff. I wish Mr. Jeff was here. I feel like he knows a lot about the levels of the 1 to the 7D and beyond, because he tapped into some of that. His mushroom episode. Who told me that? It's just knowledge gained over the years, various books,
I don't any of that
various
shit
people interested in those things.
Because I don't believe in angels. I don't believe in any of that shit.
Or demons.
I don't believe in demons. They're not real either.
So when you talk to a new age heady person, like downloading information from the crystalline world, which I believe in that shit. It sounds like I'm mocking stuff. Like opening your pineal gland to download the data, which at that point you're admitting this is a simulation if we're downloading data from a god global consciousness.
But what do you mean downloading?
Like just telepathically.
Learning?
Like just telepathically downloading data. No, I did not see a flash. It must have been angels if there were multiple colors.
Dude, this room, this is a haunted room, technically.
Yeah, because of the doll. But, yeah, dude.
The haunted box, too.
Yeah, the haunted box. But, yeah, we're in a 3D. Like, the age of Aquarius is ascending to, like, the 7D. If I'm wrong, you crystal-bearing quartz people can yell at me with your aligned chakras and soul regressions unfound. Like, come at me, but, like, we don't have solid data on any of it.
No, absolutely not.
But, yeah, sleep paralysis.
What's your worst case that you ever got?
Fuck, bro. So, sleep paralysis, people think it's a health issue. Then you have the other half of the spectrum thinking it's like
spiritual or
demon
or
about something.
A positioning issue.
Oh, completely on your back.
Yes.
But they say, well, it causes bad breathing, so then you're restricting oxygen to your brain, so your brain goes into a frantic hallucinative state. And that's where the sleep paralysis come from. Dude, I've had sleep paralysis, sleeping whichever fucking way, ever since I was, like, a little kid.
Let's hear the worst one. I'll tell you.
Well, before I go into my sleep paralysis story, I apologize to anyone I've had a relationship with. I snore. But you fuckers that just had to wake me up out of sleep paralysis, sorry.
Why, did you fuck them up?
Nah, dude, screaming, and they'd have to comfort me and wake me up. Like,
so pretty intense.
Pretty intense sleep paralysis. I actually wish my buddy Sean Jovi was on here. You would like Jovi.
What?
You just would. He's super book knowledge in a lot of things you are. But yeah, one time I lived in Mifflinburg. And I had pool league that night.
Fucking pool league, boy!
Pool league!
Fucking pool league!
Yeah, I was ready to go. Right. Playing some easy teams that night, but anyways. I'm there.
Hit them balls, boy.
Backstory. I was fucked up on a lot of stuff. I like to go fast, and I'd like to bend and melt the mind. And,
now, what the fuck does that even mean to the rest of us that are here on Earth? You like to go fast and bend minds. So what is
my own mind?
Okay, so you were an abusive user of psychotropics and psychedelics?
I wouldn't say I abused psychedelics, but I abused going fast. And I'm not talking about that dirty shake and bake cooked on the side of a mountain fast either. That shit's for the bird. Just like to go fast, you know? Tony Montana fast. Businessman drugs.
Alright, go on.
So anyways, pool league. Dude, I was like there fucking asleep. I remember I couldn't move. Then I tried to turn on my bedroom light. So I go turn on my bedroom light. The light didn't turn on. No, listen. So like shit. At this point in my life, I understand when I'm in sleep paralysis.
So were you in sleep paralysis?
Yeah, I was in sleep paralysis. So like I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna sleep it off. So a few minutes later, what seemed like a few minutes later, my light turns on. It's my old roommate. He's like, "Yo, Frank Juan, you're late for pool league." I'm like, he's like, "So-and-so's down there." Like, my kid's mom was down there waiting for me. Like, I was running late, worked a long day. And out of nowhere, I just sit straight up in my bed. I look at him. It's like, "Steven, Frank's not here. He's asleep." He's like, "What do you mean he's asleep? I'm talking to you." I'm like, "Frank's not here." Then it was like I started speaking in a tongue. And it was like gibberish, right? Then I'm like, "No, Frank's not here. You don't understand. I have Frank." Then it was like this sinister fucking demented laugh that just like lasted for a good 6 minutes.
That doesn't sound like fucking sleep paralysis. That sounds like a goddamn takeover of your body.
Well, that to some people that is sleep paralysis. And he's like, "Whatever, you're crazy." Then after he left the room, it just like the darkness came. To me, the darkness is like the shadow people, just like the darkness within his sleep paralysis. And there in the corner, it wasn't like the corner man. A lot of people know my corner man stories, but it was like a really looking like a satyr. It was like a figure. It looked like a satyr, right?
Okay.
And the figure looked at me. He's like, "It's time to wake up." I'm like, "But I am up." He's like, "No, it's time to wake up." He's like, "You're back in control now. And next time, that stays between us. You don't tell people that you're not here." It was like fucked up.
Like the thing towards you, not
like that. I fucked up, but it wasn't really me. It was like another thing that fucked up and told. And at that point, I start like the room's just getting darker. I can feel myself breathing, trying to roll over. And if you have sleep paralysis, there's people that try to toss and turn. And me, it's like I'm tied up on the floor, destroying my room, trying to get the light to turn on the light to like wake up.
Yeah, because when I had
and at that point, like I started asking God for some protection, because I was told from another person that has sleep paralysis, you have to ask something greater for protection. And I'm like, it was like some prayer, I forget what it was, but all of a sudden it's like I felt like this affinity, like everything felt light and the room lit up, like the lights are on. Then I like finally rolled over and I'm like hitting myself, checking my phone. I'm like, okay, I'm like literally up. So then I go down to Pulley. I was like, "Bro, did you just try to wake me up?" And they're like, "No, he's been shooting for you since you're late. Like, you're supposed to be here like 2 hours ago." And this whole time, I'm just going through some intense fucking sleep paralysis. It was just weird.
That wasn't your first experience.
No, that wasn't my first experience. But, like, I've seen the satyr again. Is that how you say it, a satyr?
I'm not sure what you mean.
The hoof demon, like a satyr.
Oh, I know. We always call them fawns. They're always fawns.
Okay, a fawn, like, for some reason, satyr. Like, I've seen the same entity another time. Like, I was asleep when we lived in Lewisburg, just, like...
Have you seen the old lady?
Never seen an old lady.
Have you seen the Hat Man?
Dude, the Hat Man is the corner man.
Okay, that's the quarter man.
The corner man and with crow eyes and shit.
Have you seen the Face Man?
I've seen No Face.
Okay.
No Face people scare the fuck out of me.
I've seen No Face Man.
But no, like, all those people or entities come with the shadows. Okay, you remember the movie Patrick Swayze and Ghost?
Yes.
You know the scene where in the street
I'm well aware of the shadow apparitions. All right. So
right, yeah. So in my sleep paralysis, when the shadows start coming, I know shit's up. I know, like, I'm within my dream now. So then, like, I've come to a point where I can control my dreams, but they still find me. And there's a point where I've turned, like, just embraced it instead of having the fear, because the fear then releases cortisol in your body and you're anxious in your sleep and you can't move and you're gasping for air trying to wake up.
Yeah.
I've, like, learned to embrace it to figure out what the fuck they want. So there's, like, a certain point within sleep that you're opening up, like, this veil that's allowing things in. Maybe it's something I attracted when I was younger, or something currently, like, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, but then someone will be like, "Oh, you need to do sleep studies. It's just your breathing. You're having lack of oxygen going to your brain, which is causing you to hallucinate scary shit."
Right.
But, dude, I'm in, like, a Reddit sleep paralysis group, and, like, other sleep paralysis groups. Like, maybe we're just ignorant and it's just breathing, or there's something more to it. Because sleep paralysis, like, you can go back to older cultures and they talk about sleep paralysis and shit.
Yeah, it's a human thing, I think.
Like, so I don't know what to believe. I just know I'll have sleep paralysis when I'm really stressed out or worrying, but I figured out how to control it. It's asking for the light and the prayer of the creator of the universe, and it just imbues me with some fucking energy, which makes the shadows turn away from me. It's like no longer there's sharks and I'm bleeding blood in the middle of the ocean and they're trying to devour me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like when I do like a little prayer asking for any kind of protection, it's like everything's fine, which makes it weirder.
See, my thing is with sleep paralysis, and I think I've experienced all the different entropy-related beings and all that. Because I've had the demon that sits on your chest.
Well, a lot of people say it's a demon that's preventing you from the breathing.
Oh, I've heard all this. And like, one of them is a demon that sits on your chest. One of them is they call it like a peekaboo, looks around the corner or whatever.
The shadows, like.
One of them is the old lady that comes to the bed. Another one's
never encountered the old lady.
The other one's the girl at the window. Another one's the dude on the ceiling. Kathy would get him about like this random, just solid shadow masses doing something.
Dude, the shadow masses to me remind me of like salvia people. You ever smoke salvia?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean about like the builders, the salvia builders.
I've seen that shit on DMT. I've seen the tech elves. The
well,
tech
so
elves.
the salvia elves would be like the sinister, sinister version of the DMT machine elves. But that's a whole nother thing. But like these shadow people, they just remind me of dark salvia people.
Well, listen though, but when I got it, like I looked it up and I obviously found out about sleep paralysis and what it was. On like all these times, like it was correct. I was on my back when it happened.
Yeah, I get it on my side or I'm on my stomach.
It didn't matter to me because it came to a point where I was like, I told myself because I'd be filled with terror.
That's fear, and you releasing cortisol in your body.
So then I started acknowledging it, and then I could astral project myself.
Right, that's the best part of it, is being able to astral project through sleep paralysis.
But ever since I could do that, like after that, I started like wanting to take power. Like if I can astral project, then the dream world is mine. I'm the biggest, baddest monster.
So the key is to not have fear.
Right. And the minute I did that, like, I started screaming. I started screaming at demons, like, I am going to eat you alive. Like, you fucked up. You're in my dream now. I am going to fucking strip your flesh and eat you alive.
Right, that's how I defeated Freddy Krueger in my one dream.
Well, I'm just saying, that's how I defeat all the shadow people. Because the moment I start...
so, like, what
the moment I do that, they're like, it suddenly goes away.
Right, so long
they're
you
like,
don't have fear, you're fine.
But it worked. It worked.
Is it just a fear-based hallucination in our brain, or what the fuck is it?
They say it's a trigger that's left over from us in evolution, like going to sleep. Because when we went to sleep high up in the trees, as hominids or whatever,
and being hunted.
We were being hunted by many different fucking things, and so you gotta have something to kick your shit awake, based off of the fear that's below, even though that you're not getting, like, you're not feeling the ground shake, or you're not feeling the ground.
Have you ever fell in a dream?
Yeah. I've hit the ground, too. People said that you die when you hit the ground.
The last time I fell in a dream, I hit the ground. I went through the fucking ground. Then it was like a cloud of smoke. I opened my fucking eyes. Everything was crystalline and fractals, like you were on an intense blast off on DMT. That's some crazy shit, bro. I've died in my dream 3 times.
I've died in my dreams too, but I always wonder if that's a past life, because it's always the same.
Right. Okay, well, check this out. I died in Baltimore one time. Okay. I was leaving a bar with a significant other. Next thing you know, a fucking, like, a West Coast cruiser lowrider drives by. And there's, like, all these Chicanos in the car. They just fucking unloaded on me. The bottom half of my body was, like, blown away. I'm just there crawling towards my significant other with what's left of me. Then I woke up. That's some crazy shit.
That's weird. Did you feel the pain?
It felt real.
Yeah, that's how...
It felt real.
Obviously not as real as it could have.
I don't know. Dreams are crazy. Like, when I'm really stressed out, Freddy's just like a fucking villain in my dreams, just like the movies. Like, I have to deal with him.
See, I can't have nightmares anymore.
But I've dealt with Freddy. I've learned how to wield the glove. To me, it's like my own power glove with my own blades. And it's like, fuck off, Freddy. I've already destroyed you.
Am I like the most demonic or scary shit shows up in my dream? I just use that same mentality every time now.
So you just tell yourself that you're powerful. I ask help from above.
Well, I used to try to do it with my own fist. Like, I'd be swinging and everything. I could never hit people.
I've hit people in my dreams.
I couldn't.
So, like, a lot of things I do in my dreams, a lot of people say they can't do in their dreams. So it really makes me question the dream world.
Yeah, I can't swing hard. I can't.
It's like eating food or drinking stuff in dreams. Like,
I can do both of those, no problem.
Yeah, but it's annoying. But then you go to drink something and it doesn't taste like...
Or getting late. I heard people can't... Every time they go to... put their penis in, they wake up and shit like that.
Yeah, it's just like...
Not me, dude. I'll fuck the shit out of them. I never fuck them. We're on doing that. It never stops for me, dude.
But yeah, dreams are crazy. I describe my dreams as like... Inception within Inception within Inception dreams.
That's fucking deep for like a goddamn dream.
Like, there's a point in my dreams...
How do you fucking sleep? How do you have rest for the next morning if you're...
It's really draining. Like...
That's what you would assume.
No, it really is. Right now, in my dreamscape, I have a journal. It's a really thick book, which I keep notes in.
Well,
you know what?
What?
The notes stay in the journal. Like, I'll remember writing about this in my journal within my dream, and it's always in the same place I keep it. And I can go to like 7 different places in my dream world. And they've been, it might sound crazy to you, but these 7 places have been with me in my dream world ever since I was little.
I believe it. Okay.
So it, like, I really question what the fuck is going on when we dream.
Do you think it's some people told me
it's like another dimension.
Yeah, do you think it's another dimension?
Yeah, to me, like,
or do you think it's a window to look at multiple parallel dimensions
at
one time?
It's like, if you believe in past lives, then you obviously believe in parable and multiple universes.
I believe in reincarnation to an extent, but I'm not sure how much I believe.
I think the dreams are windows. It's like a window you can go through, or a door. It's
or
like
maybe
a film you can like step into.
Yeah, maybe it's the reminiscent parts, the remnants of what tied you to that old life.
Right.
And maybe it's trying to forget itself, so that's the last part that's left before you can start a new life. And it's just at that time, the way your brain tries to erase it makes it aware to you. It makes you aware of it. You know
I also have a lot of dreams of airships.
Like UFOs?
I'd say more like an air... Yeah.
Or like Zeppelins?
No, more like 25th century, like, airships. Like UFOs, yeah, I guess. UFO. And I have comet dreams, just like raining hell from above. There's times I try to photograph the sky on fire and the airships. There's people there with me. And the one time, it's like, they're not gonna see this. You're not supposed to see this.
Have you ever tried psychic photography just to see how it would work for you?
Psychic photography? I've never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I would be curious, because you're a photographer since I've known you. And then to see you do psychic photography, that might be...
What is psychic photography?
All I ever know, really off the top of my head, is something to do with a Polaroid and a bright flash, and you gotta, like, put it up here.
Like orbs and shit?
No, you're supposed to be able to see, like, images and shit, like, out of your head.
God, I have a tarot deck that I could just be like, this is what's going to happen to you next week. It kind of sounds like psychic photography.
Yeah, but I don't think psychic photography is, like, actual predictions and shit. I think it's just, like, at the moment, like, where you're at. Like,
so
you'll see, like, weird
I
shit.
could use 2 strobes, a Polaroid, and try to manifest an image that's probably deep in my subconscious.
Yeah, you gotta focus on it and try to manifest on the Polaroid. So
it's almost like having a giant white painting on the wall, like Kingpin, and trying to tell a story of nothingness. So this Polaroid, I can manifest whatever the fuck I want and be like, well, this is what this is.
Right.
This is the next podcast. Like this.
Well, you could technically say whatever,
right?
Because you're.
So you don't think psychic photography is bullshit filled?
Well, that's the thing. Like, because ever since Ed and Lorraine Warren hit the market, they fucking diced down. They fucking butchered the whole psychic photography shit. Fucking all that, dude. Because
yeah, it sounds cool. I've never heard of it.
I'm just saying, I'd be curious if your dreams are that strong. That'd be fucking kind of cool to see if anything happened.
I've tried to bring my dream journal back with me. Because I write down events in my dream journal.
Wait, you don't physically have a dream journal?
No, it's in my dream.
It's in your dream.
That's why I said nothing's removed. I remember writing.
But how would you know unless you actually have a physical copy of it?
It's in my fucking dream, bro. That's why I'm saying my dreams are fucked up.
Yeah, like, but I doubt in your dream you can go back on other dreams that you've had.
Yeah, I have.
That's why you should start keeping a fucking real life dream journal.
I tried to at one point, but my journal is my dream journal. So when people are like, oh, you like dreams? I'm like, yeah, I have a dream journal. It's like, cool, I do too. Where's yours at? I don't know the exact location, but I know how to get there within my dream.
I have a world building book. I have a whole world I've built since I've been 11 years old in my mind.
Yeah.
And I have multiple books, I have maps that would cover this whole floor of this whole area. Since I've been 11.
I'm an artist. I can draw. Maybe I should start drawing up my dreamscapes.
You should. Maybe that'd be quite interesting to some
also,
people.
in my dream, there's an area ever since I moved here, like the early 90s. I have an area of the Susquehanna, right? It's between Milton and Lewisburg.
Okay.
Except the river is wider.
Okay.
And there's like
that's where I'm going magna-fishing this year.
There's a Magna lift train and 2 super highways. And it kind of goes into like a futuristic, kind of looks like Seoul, Korea.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's a city between Lewisburg and Mifflinburg. The only thing is, I can't remember the name of the city. So it'd be interesting if I could like somehow go in the future and this city exists there someday. It's like...
Wouldn't that be crazy? Just to write it down as proof.
Right.
It would be something. Just to be like,
there are people in the CIA that they do those kind of studies and shit.
Well, there was a... what was that?
Like even trying to map Mars through remote
viewing?
Remote viewing.
Yeah,
and the
shit.
remote viewing sometimes happens within a daydream state.
Right. You're not wrong.
So... I wish we understood how the brain worked because, to me, it's a parallel. They're windows to other places that do exist in the moment. It's just vibrating or existing in a different place of time, you know?
I think it's a different fucking universe, dude.
Like, have you ever came across yourself?
Like a doppelganger?
I've met myself in a dream, and I was told I'm not supposed to be there.
I've heard of this in real life. I've heard of the doppelganger. You don't ever want to meet the doppelganger of yourself in real life. I've heard.
You think they exist?
Yeah, I think. Dude, I've seen some dudes, and I thought I'd seen them again, and I was like, that's not them.
Okay. Swim. Swim was the old chat term. Keeping someone anonymous. But Swim told me when they blast off, they came to the forge. I've seen the forge. I've seen the dipping in the forge.
What is the forge?
The forge is beyond the veil of truth. So in the forge there was... She can't pinpoint it, but she says it's either 7 or 13.
What?
There's 7 or 13 molds. Right?
Okay.
Humanoid molds.
Okay.
And they're being dipped. And those are the molds of everyone. But you break down, like, past all, like, the blemishes, the hair, the fat, the muscle, the bone structure of these 7 or 13 molds are found in all of us. It's like we all are cut from the same cloth. We're just a different piece of it. Like, you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
I've seen the forge. I've seen the dipping, but she's like seen it up close. So it's like, so yeah, a real life doppelganger. Like, if we're all from the same forge, if you believe that, then they exist. But like, me seeing my doppelganger wasn't a dream, and I wasn't supposed to be where I was. Kind of like the tunnel I told you and Agent Snow about.
Right.
It's like, myself was pissed at myself for being at this place.
Well, why?
I was outdoors, dude.
What did you feel about it? Did you
I felt
emotional?
a lot of fear because I literally walked around myself, looked at myself, and self said, "You're not supposed to be here."
Oh, you know what?
I'm like, I'm asleep, I'm dreaming, because at that point I knew I was dreaming.
Well, maybe that's a part of you that knows a lot more than you. Maybe that's future you.
Like, that, like, it could be, dude, like, parallels.
Maybe that's future you, like, yo, you can't know this yet, because if you do, this won't happen.
Right, but it's like, self was pissed at self. It was like Frank was pissed at Frank.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, if, like, I met, like, a version of myself or 3 versions of myself in the same room, I'd be
3 versions of yourself.
3 versions of myself.
I believe
I'd
it.
be pissed at myself.
I'd be pissed at you too, dude.
I'd be so annoyed.
You can't get any pussy, dude.
I mean, like, I know your fucking antics. This ain't happening with me. I know you. I am you. It's like, stop. But yeah, demons.
So when I met my doppelganger self, I always was scared of my doppelganger.
Yeah, after I was told I was not supposed to be there, I wasn't supposed to know this, I felt the overwhelming fear. And guess what happened when that fear happens?
What?
The perimeter, the periphery of what I could see, the shadows were coming again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, it always...
It's like the shadows are buffers, kind of. You know, like if you try to explore a dream...
between dreams?
Like, if you... Or try to explore too far in the dream, they shut you down.
See, I don't know, because I'm like God in my dreams anymore. Anymore, I control it all. Like, if I... Like, I literally... My dreams... I fell asleep sitting upright, like I'm a guy on a throne. I shit you not. And when I go to sleep, if I have a dream...
You sit up sleeping?
Yeah. I sit up completely straight up.
Why? You don't lay down?
Nope. Haven't in like 3 years.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah. You're telling me.
Are you afraid to lay down?
Nope.
Do you have a chair in your guys' bedroom?
No, I have a big backboard. I have a big fucking bed.
That's kind of creepy.
I just sit there, and if I say to myself, it's time to go to sleep, I go to sleep. It's like hitting a button. Time to wake up. I don't set an alarm clock either.
Dude, your body probably aches. You need to be like...
Oh yeah, I have a lot of pains, but that's besides the point. But the thing is, like, if I go into a dream, right away, I'm thinking, if I see like a monster or something right away, that I think I'm gonna have a nightmare, I'm like, nope. And then all that goes, all the blackness will go away and it's all bright. And if I have a fear, like, oh, there's something there, I'd be like, nope, I'll rip all of it out, just tear it all fucking out. I mean, it's gone, and it's never... Sometimes I just let it go to see if it can scare me anymore, because it happened so continuously over my lifetime. It's like I wonder if it can still even scare me, so I just let it go and I watch it happen and unfolding.
You fall asleep in a position of power by sitting up. Do you think that has an effect?
I wonder.
Do you think if you laid down for the first time in 3 years, if you'd have the same amount of power and control?
I'm not saying for the first time. I've fallen asleep on my back before.
Yeah, but you don't...
I don't go to bed that way.
Yeah, I'm saying when you go to bed, like...
If I lay down on my back, I don't think there'll be any difference in it. I really don't.
That's crazy.
It's weird, I know, because like my girlfriend says it's weird too. Because like I can like...
Dude, do you freak Agent K out when she wakes up in the middle of the night? You're just like sitting there.
Used to. Not anymore.
You know what I mean? That'd be creepy as fuck.
No, she knows exactly. I'm just sitting there. She knows exactly. I'm just sleeping. She used to come out into...
Have you like scared Agent Snow when he comes to see you in the morning and you're just sitting there asleep?
Yeah. Fucking when Dirty Jerkins was up here, dude, because I sleepwalk too. I like sometimes, but I did that night. And like,
I think sleepwalking and sleep paralysis kind of go hand in hand.
it kind of did, at least on this night, because I just walked out because he was sleeping out on my couch and shit, and I just walked out. Keep in mind, I'm not awake or anything. I just sat on the couch, folded my arms across my lap, or whatever, however I sit. I'm back to sleep. But to him, all he seen was me sitting at the end of his bed, arms crossed, staring. It probably looked like I was staring at him.
You look like a Children of the Corn right now with the fucking head on.
Yeah, so I imagine it would probably be kind of scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, dude, it's interesting. A lot of people that I know that I don't know about my family so much. Like, I know my mom has had night terrors and sleep paralysis for the longest time. But a lot of people that I know, like, sleepwalk. I think I've done it, like, a couple of times. But I know other people that sleepwalk all the time. And one thing these people have in common is weird. I don't even know if they go hand in hand. But schizophrenia plays a role in their families.
See, I don't have it. Oh, in my family.
In their families.
My brother has schizophrenia.
Right. Does he sleepwalk or any of that shit?
I don't know. I don't associate with him. He hates my guts.
But you know what I mean? Like, just weird things like that. And I don't know. I'm of the mindset schizophrenic people aren't as bad as what mainstream culture paints them. I feel like people like that are tuned to a different ability to see the parallels.
No, I think he's generally fucked up. I don't think there's no secret abilities.
But you know what I mean? Like, even in Hollywood, it's usually that kind of person that the government wants to, like, keep locked away, like, way back in the old days with all the mass asylums. Like, there's something wrong with you, we can give you a lobotomy, put you...
That's because they didn't know what it was and they didn't know how to treat it.
Or is it that they knew what it was, that these people had access to magic that existed in the world?
No, they don't, dude. They definitely don't.
But in their minds, they think they do.
There's nothing glamorous about schizophrenia.
Well, I'm not saying there is, but I'm saying... Do you think there might be more to it than what we're led to believe?
No.
Like, it's easier for us to write off people are crazy.
I think that's the real part that a lot of people should be more focused on, is the fact that all these people are, in fact, fucking crazy.
I have a friend, I think she watches this. She straight up says, hey, schizophrenic, I talk to the voices in my head, and my voices tell me what to do. So, I don't know.
What was that, guys?
I don't know what that was. Was that a haunting?
I don't know. That was a beep, that's for damn sure.
Someone disconnect? Did you get a message? Are we not supposed to talk about schizophrenic stuff? The fucking internet's telling us to knock it
are we getting
off?
tracked by the government because of schizophrenia and shit? But, like, look at, the government tried to induce it. MK Ultra, they tried to...
Right, because there's a way of control in it.
They tried to weaponize.
How many people do you think they weaponized?
Oh, dude. I think the better question is how many did they weaponize that will never see the light of day, that we'll never hear about?
Right, I'm saying those state hospitals played a huge role.
Think about Charles Manson.
Alright, well, check this out.
Ted Kaczynski.
All the people nowadays that have that, would it be crazy if you went through their DNA and their bloodline and somehow in their medical records they're connected to someone that was, like, tested on, like, the mid-20th or
oh, does that mean, you mean blow your fucking mind out of the water?
Yeah, that kind of shit. Like,
I would not be surprised if that fucking happened, dude. I would not...
Right.
I would not be the guy to be like, oh, wow, I never thought this could happen.
Oh, it's like, oh, they're gonna create schizophrenic offspring.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, because I view it through the lens of my brother. You know what I mean? So I look at that shit, and I think of, like, all his, like, he can't eat, like, he wouldn't eat food for the longest time because he thought it was all poisoned by my parents, so he wouldn't eat nothing.
Whoa.
He would drive in circles, like, all day. Like, I remember the cops calling and being like, is this your brother? He's driven, like, this is his 98th lap around this building thing. Could you come get him? I'm like, well, is he not allowed to do it? Like, and they're asking me about his driver's license and shit. I'm like, I don't know. They let him drive. I mean, like, I guess if you're fucking completely good on the road, it doesn't matter if you have schizophrenia and see little green elves or not. Because as long as you're not fucking hurting anybody, and that applies at your home too. You could have like a schizophrenic person at home, and unless he is making actions to hurt himself or other people, you really can't do nothing about it. The state isn't gonna fucking... There's nowhere for these people, this mental health shit, dude. There's nowhere to put them.
It's crazy. Someone, pretty sure Sam went to Lewisburg, right?
Yeah.
This person was in his grade or maybe a grade below or two. But I used to work with her. I try to figure her out. The reason why I think of this is you're saying your brother would take a shitload of laps around the same place.
No,
this person has her course mapped out. She'll walk the same course like a dozen times before she leaves a place. Or it takes the same route around town because she feels like it's like super heightened paranoia. But also, like, I recall them saying something to the effect about voices and stuff. So I'm like, oh, it's probably schizophrenic or something. But it was just, like, really weird. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, like, younger her, she wasn't the same.
Now imagine schizophrenia compiled with sleep paralysis.
Kind of makes me sound like I'm schizophrenic if I had a voice saying, oh, he's not here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be intense.
So maybe sleep paralysis, maybe you're right. Maybe that's like the voice of the schizophrenia.
But so many people have sleep paralysis and so many people don't talk about it.
That's gotta goes to show, that's what the same thing, like, you say, like, just about everyone was molested, but they don't remember.
Because they block it out.
They block it out, you know? When do you find the truth of that matter?
Because there's a lot of shit we black out.
I think so. And the human mind
Do you think you were molested when you were little?
Yeah, I was molested when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think I was.
No, I was by a chick, though, so I don't really care.
You're making this into a dirty jerkin joke?
No, seriously. No, it was by, like, an older girl that was a babysitter. My parents found out all that shit. I personally don't care. Maybe it's different for boys. I don't know, dude. It's not like she was, like, fucking beating me up saying, look at your little dick, you little 6-year-old.
Well, it's not like you're spreading Uncle Tom's ashes at Disney World when he was a little diddler, right?
Get a mouthful of Uncle Tom, dude. Right. It's not the same, dude.
Was that the Mind Bar episode?
Was that the Mind Bar episode?
I don't fucking know.
I'll have to watch it. It's coming out tonight, dude. A couple of hours.
Oh, God. I watched a good deal of it, and I just looked so fucked up.
Who, you?
Man, I was just like, Agent Snow's face was like...
Wait, you watched the whole Mind Bar, or a part of the Mind Bar?
Like half of it, remember? And I said, like...
I thought you watched the whole thing.
Not yet. I need to finish it. I was going to watch it fully when it's released so it gets the actual view count.
Oh, yeah, because you're giving free views to it and shit.
Right, because those views won't count.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just remember there, like, I could see my palms are getting sweaty, and I just...
These weak arms are heavy, my palms are getting sweaty. Spaghetti.
I could just see it in my face. I was like, fuck, I look fucked up.
But people didn't realize that in that video, because they thought the video before that, because like some people heard about what we were doing, and they thought the video before that was us all
when I was watching myself, I was like, fuck.
That was funny though. It was interesting.
I was so calm and sedated and chill, and
like usually if you watch the podcast, we're all over the place. Like usually it's not just like two of us, but we'll have three. We'll have a better topic, and we'll be like bam, 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 like that kind of shit. And this one we were just all like We were like
Grounded.
We were like fucking like, okay, I don't know where to go. I was looking over at you every 10 seconds.
Yeah,
like,
and I remember bringing up feudal Japan, and you're like, I don't want no part about this.
yeah, because I couldn't talk. I literally couldn't. I was just like, no, I'm done talking. Whoever's idea this was to do it was bad.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, Sam. Was that who it was? Snow?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Snow, dude.
But it was actually both of your ideas.
No, it wasn't my idea.
Listen here. I showed up for that cast, and next thing you know, I'm eating chocolate. And all I hear is like, well, he knew about it. It was his idea. That's how it went down. I was peer pressured into it.
I don't think I knew about it at all, sir. I think he was lying, dude. Don't worry.
I think I would have been fine with one piece of chocolate.
Me too.
Right?
Didn't you guys fucking bully me and say that?
No one bullied you.
Yeah, you guys bullied me, basically. They bullied me.
Intranet.
130-pound crypto.
World Wide Web. Me. If you watch these episodes, who's the bully on the episode? Who's the bully?
Frank Kwan, the chef.
Who is the motherfucking jumper cable?
Which reminds me that the Elvira fucking Ghost Hunt Urban Exploring video is also going to drop soon.
Warmer weather.
Yeah.
We're going to be breaking from podcasts and doing hunting.
Doing some actual exploration of some haunted houses and shit. We'll be doing that. So that's why I'm trying to bank some of these fucking podcasts so when we're doing that, we're not rushing back here to fucking shoot podcasts and like this shit, but it should be interesting, dude.
Like, what do you guys want to hear? Like, what is it? Like, I feel like we're just chilling, hang out, and shooting the breeze with some subject, but like, what is it you really want to hear us talk about? Like, for real, what could pump the views?
You want us to tell ghost stories? You want us to tell other people's ghost stories? Do you want to hear more about crazy shit, like what the government's doing, conspiracy shit?
I feel like we kind of stay clear of super heavy conspiracy stuff. I understand your reasoning behind it, but I feel like there's a huge crowd of people that are part of the group that would be like, fuck, I'm a tinfoil.
Yeah,
we'll let them put on their fucking tinfoils.
There's a lot of people, I think, like,
those are
real, and the fucking all this other shit.
Oh, NWO, Illuminati, that kind of...
I'm not against that. I'm not
Speaking of, I have Steve Jacobs. I think that's his name. I have playing cards, the Illuminati playing cards. I have 2 starter packs. Pretty interesting if you know what those are. I'm going to have to bring them over sometime.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I would love to see
You've heard about them though, right?
Barely.
About the cards that were made in like the early 90s or late 80s.
And there's all people involved in the Illuminati, they said?
Yeah, and there's certain cards that like... What is the term used when they play the long game, and it's like kind of like shaping history based off things that happened in the past or words off the past?
I'm not sure what you call that. It's just a long con to me. I don't know what the fuck.
A long con. No, it really is. I think if you're looking at conspiracy theories, it's all about the long game. It really is.
Yeah, do you like conspiracy theories?
We're not talking short game conspiracies. We're talking about what effect did MK Ultra, or what effect is MK Ultra having on present day? How did that affect present day?
But I'm not also opposed to like doing a whole episode on like JFK.
JFK?
Yeah, like with something simple as that. Like, was that an inside job? Like, it's been done a million times before.
That is.
But if you guys want to hear our opinion, I'm down to... We could draw up some schematics.
I feel like JFK is like... kind of like... 9/11 talk at this point in life.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of, but I don't agree with the 9/11 talk, though.
You don't... I don't know where I stand on 9/11. I know a lot of
I do not believe it was an inside job, sorry. I do not. There's nothing there to convince me.
I wouldn't say an inside job. I would say it was a false flag and things were known, and I think it was allowed to happen.
Allowed to happen.
Yeah.
Kind of like how they say Roosevelt let the Japanese bomb Hawaii.
That's how I was taught, bro.
Yeah.
And that in the history books, that would be like the first 9/11, sort of say. That's how they compare it.
Well, yeah, you would be wrong, but I can get how people would say and think that. That's definitely true.
But yeah, it's a whole other talk, but about knowing how to escalate.
Or
wars.
what about mythology? What about mythological creatures and
There's
legends?
a world of like.
I would love to get into some of that, guys.
I remember going back to gaming. There was supposed to be a game called like Terra.
Okay.
It was like.
Oh yeah, where you made your own planet and your own things formed and shit.
Right, but you utilized every mythological creature known to mankind. It's like super open world.
Oh, I didn't know that, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it really did.
But that never came out that I know of.
No, I think that'd be too intense.
I remember one called Cell, where like you would fucking start off as like a single cell organism, and then as it went on, you would be in control of larger amounts of single cell organisms, and then you'd be like on a planet surface.
So you'd be a cancerous cell on a planet?
No, you'd be the first sign of life. You'd be the first sign of life.
Kind of like we're a cancerous cell on a planet.
Kind of, but wherever you went would dictate how your evolution would go. Like you can choose to go back into the ocean, you could choose to stay on land, and you would have to decide how to get your food and find food and shit like that.
I'd play that. Do you think there's silicone-based humanoids? Do you think we're all carbon-based?
I think, well, everything alive is carbon-based today. Everything.
To our known universe,
Yeah.
but do you think there's a place built inside of a digital realm where there's like
years ago they
silicone-based-
thought they found an arsenic-based fucking life form, and it turned out to be bullshit. It turned out to be like pollution or whatever in the samples. So until I see, do I think it's impossible? No, nothing is impossible in the universe.
Could you imagine a silicone like electronic based human?
Could you imagine an atmospherical based biological system?
Yeah, I think Zeus had a name for a bunch of those.
Like a literal cloud.
Are you?
That was a fucking thing, a living thing. Think about that. Think about that.
Could be. The old maps
Could
I
be.
used to have as kids, the
If
north wind and the east wind, they were clouds with faces.
If a body wasn't needed to haul your organs around because you didn't need
Right,
to haul
so
organs
what
around,
does
why would
make
you have one? You wouldn't.
So what does make a humanoid? Do we need the shell?
I don't know. I think humans are going to be one of those races that stagger off and we become like part machine. I think
We're already there. Do you see a lot of the prosthetics like military veterans have?
Mm,
Dude, I was just watching a dude with a cyber arm. He just like has a Instagram or TikTok with him at the range with like this fucking. He looks like he's out of Terminator. But this arm is fast. It allows him to reload. It allows him to clip in, and it steadies it. I'm like,
and that kind of technology only gets better.
That? Right?
It only gets better.
Who is that? Boston Robotics that make the really awesome fucking robots right now.
They are amazing. Check them out. Boston Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics. Here, I read Boston Dynamics is in bed with DARPA.
They might be.
Right? Like
they might be. I wouldn't say in bed, but they probably have similar goddamn people that are interested in them.
Right, and completely invested. It's like they get their funding, like, which goes back to like social media. In the Facebook movie, wasn't Facebook used like government control? Didn't DARPA want use of Facebook?
I thought it was all between colleges, and the guy stole it. Zuckerberg stole it from another kid from another college.
But then the funding was that the DARPA wanted involved in it because the vast amount of data mining information, like all
the data mining alone, just from using the people as the prime source, is ridiculous, and people don't realize that. You're a fucking data miner, whether or not you realize it.
Like, we're all part of a greater database. Like, we're needed.
The only way that you're not going to be is the day you shut your computer and your cell phone off for good. And you won't do that.
You won't do that because they're essential. We need them.
Everyone does.
It doesn't matter. Like, I remember being a kid, you could write a check. Nowadays, you can hardly write a check because.
Or is it that no one wants to write a check? Because, like, I don't write checks.
Well, a lot of people won't take a check. I mean, I think there's a law against it, but I'm sure if you really wanted to give a company a check, they couldn't deny you mailing them a check. It would just take forever to be processed and shit.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, I don't know, man. As far as that shit goes, it took forever to get me to even have a checking account because I didn't trust the banks for so long.
Oh, I heard about that.
I just have a safe. It's just somewhere in my house, and I have all my money in it. And that's how I would either drive to you with the money I owed you, or I would give it to someone else and they'd handle it.
Or make a cashier's check by going to the bank if you had a...
Western Union, I would do whatever I can, but I would not link my money with any kind of banking system.
Dude, everyone's linked with a banking system now.
It's fucking scary, but it's true.
That's absurd. I'm going to save that one for the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us tonight.
Was that another hour?
Yep. Yes, sir.
After an hour of technical difficulties.
Yeah, 3 hour long, an hour of technical difficulties, but I think we figured it out, thank God.
How many test videos for audio?
About
more than needed.
Yeah, about 9 in there, 10 in there. I don't fucking know. But we figured it out, and thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you want to find us, www.agentsofcalamity.com.
Or find us in the Facebook group on Facebook.
Yeah, go to the Facebook group. That's how we post like most of our crazy ass articles.
You know, speaking of the Facebook group,
go on.
I'm busy on social media, so a lot of the stuff I do is like food posting. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been checked the group in like a couple days. Usually I do. But maybe I need to be more active, but people need to be more active.
You do.
You got your boss lady posting missile car going on the strip. I don't want to see that.
That's crazy, though.
It is crazy, but when Agent Flash Attack Jack posts a video in there, I feel like there should be more likes from the group on a video.
I do too, and I think we all need to get more closer together because I know people are watching it because I can see it. Whether you like it or not, I can see what you're clicking on. You know what I mean? I see the reach of every post. I see how many people look at
I'm curious. What is the reach on a post in the group?
Average, you're looking at like 40 people.
Dude, do you know what the reach is on a food photograph I post?
What?
Insane.
I bet it's a lot more than what we get. We're getting in there.
I'll post a picture of a sushi burrito and get like an 8K reach.
Well, see, now...
Which sucks, because we'll only get like a tenth of that.
Yeah, see, now and then, we'll get one good article, or have a really good reach and a good thing, and now you're getting...
I think people are afraid to post certain stuff in the group. Because there's a period of time, posts would get blacklisted or removed, double posting... Or we have some diehards on there that their opinions seem to be greater than ours, so it makes other people kind of afraid to post sometimes.
Yeah. I just recommend, just post, guys. Don't be afraid. The moderators, admins aren't gonna fuck with you, dog. And even more so on the YouTube site, dude. Like and fucking comment.
We have Agent Flash Attack's wife commenting.
Dude, and
kind of looks bad if me and Flash Attack Jack comment on our own videos.
Yeah, so we can't really do that. So you guys gotta fucking go in there and do it. And I understand
I don't want to make an incentive, but maybe we should make an incentive or something.
Well, yeah, I think we should. We should think of some kind of competition, like the best comments or something, or
a competition, or get whoever wins the competition.
If you guys
be on the next podcast.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Let's hear what they have to talk about.
If you want to join us, you want to take control?
You'd have to deal with Budweiser and cigarette smoke.
Yep, that's it, dude.
Maybe a Mind Bar. Nope. Not
Love
again.
Blast, dude. AOC. _operatives Instagram, www.agentsofcalamity.com for all the content currently posted. If you really, really, really want to get a hold of us, tough shit. Frank.
What do you mean tough shit?
That was it. I gave him all the info.
Oh, I mean, you can find me on Instagram, Frankwan570. You can find me on Facebook, same thing. You probably won't be able to add me unless you have a mutual friend, so you're shit out of luck.
Shit out of luck.
You could also, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, AOC, it's the base.
It's the base.
It's the base.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We need headsets.
We need headsets. Yo, send us headsets.
Yeah, to it's the base at PayPal.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Once again, this is just another episode. Me and the chef.
Just cooking stuff up tonight.
Cooking stuff up. We love you. We'll see you again.
What is that, Pete?
Peace.